Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, let's start again with the dollar index. It looks firmer and it's approaching levels of around 92 as well. Now, clearly, you have US yields that have pushed further north of the 1.6% yardstick. The FOMC meeting will be the salient event later in the session as well. What's the kind of move are you expecting?
Yeah, I think the most important thing today to watch out for is the US FMC meeting. And even though we are not going to see any major changes, but what what is the outlook which is coming out of that meeting? So that is going to be very important. So if you see what is going to happen going forward, and what I see, how I read it is that even though the interest rate will still remain low, but the instrument which are forecasting that the inflation is going to pick up, or the average inflation for 5 years or 10 years is going to be 2.3% or 2.4%, are indicating that the bond yields are going to go up further. We like it or we don't like it. So I think that is going to be the theme going forward. And if Federal Reserve is giving, FOMC is giving very robust outlook on the economy, then too I think the bond yields will shoot up. So very interesting. First of all, I would recommend everyone that do not carry your positions. Try to make a point that you square off at 11:30. Don't carry forward your long positions or short positions, even though how firm view I am having. Advisable to take a fresh position. And for a trader, if you are an investor, if you are a long term trader, then definitely you can wait and hold the position. I am expecting dollar index to move up. 9150 should hold, and
Okay.
it should move up to 9210, 9220.
Right. Now, with that, Kunal, if you see with regards to oil, it has been steady in today's session if you talk about Asian trading hours. However, shrinking US crude and gasoline pipelines, that's something which has dragged prices slightly in terms of oil. How are you seeing oil move from here on? Because clearly there are worries, despite the surprise drop in the US crude stocks. You have COVID vaccine halt that has strengthened demand in the European region as well.
So IEA came up with a forecast that crude oil is not into a super cycle. So there were reports stating that crude oil is going to be $100, $90. IEA, International Energy Administration of US, have clearly ruled that kind of scenario because they see enough inventories. The inventories are still enough. So I have posted in our company's group today that the overall scenario for oil is not that bullish the way people are saying. There is excess spare capacity which is lying with the OPEC. Inventories are ample, and the most important thing which OPEC IEA said that the global oil demand will not hit the pre-virus level. So pre-virus level was 101.5 million barrels per day,
Hmm.
and right now it is estimated to be at 95 million barrels per day. So they are saying that 101 million barrels, so 7 million barrels of demand, which the gap needs to be filled, that's not going to come till 2023. So now
Wow.
this is a very bearish forecast,
Hmm.
because it means that they are expecting this COVID crisis to take longer than people like us who have been expecting it to get resolved sooner. I think it is going to be a little longer than what we all are expecting as per the IEA forecast.
Hmm.
We don't know whether it will be true or not, but their expectation is that oil demand will reach 101.5 million barrels by 2023. So this is not very bullish for oil, and this doesn't go well with the bullish traders. For bullish traders, so I recommend 46.90 go short. Today's inventory, if there is a drawdown, then price can shoot up. Put a deep stop loss of 47.50, 47.55, and my target would be 4600 to 4580. So I'm expecting another 100 rupees fall in crude oil going forward during evening session or perhaps by tomorrow.
Right. And with this, Kunal, if you see in terms of bullion, we've traded steady with spot gold prices have been slightly, flattish. However, if you go to see with silver, there was pressure, and you've seen selling in industrial metals as well on the back of the demand concerns that could be arising out of China. What would your view be, taking into consideration that everyone's eyeing comments from the US Fed chair as well? And if there is any change in the asset purchase decision, that is something that could actually boost buying in precious metals.
So, well, precious metals very dicey, but at this point, I would say the way in India today itself, our Prime Minister met with all the state heads, and
Mm,
the outcome of the discussion was that again, COVID cases are surging quite sharply in our country, and in order to prevent them, necessary measures will have to be taken by the various states.
mm,
This itself shows the magnitude of this COVID problem, which is still not getting under control. And if you look at what has happened with gold, in a in everyone has been expecting a stronger recovery, positive economic outlook. So gold is already down from 50 to 53,000 to 44,900. These are not the levels to go short in gold. I would every day try to tell you that 200 rupees downside and you buy, 300, 400 rupees up, you sell. That is what I have been
mm.
recommending. So I would still place my money that there is a strong possibility that gold can bounce back. So 44,900, good levels to go along. Stop loss of 750 should be placed, and on the upside, you can expect gold to test levels of 45,200 maybe during evening session. So that's strategy for gold.
Right. And Kunal, with regards to base metals as well, most of the metals have kept to lower trading range except zinc and aluminium. Copper, when we read about the inventory data, we've seen a surge with regards to LME. And plus, there is an expectation that China policy tightening could happen. Plus, you have the stalled vaccinations in Europe. Do you think all of this would actually put pressure on base metals as well, and the trend could reverse downwards from here on?
So fundamental of base metals, like for example, copper fundamental, they are not bearish. If you look at what has been going on, the copper inventory are going up, the copper production, refined output is also up. But the fact remains is that all of the positive news are already discounted in the price.
Mm.
So I'm not very bullish on metals in near term. 675 go short, 680 should be a stop loss, 666 is my target.
Right, so that's coming in with regards to base metals. I don't think so there are any queries coming in for the day as well. Thank you, participants, for joining in, and thank you, Kunal, as well.